Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are talking about 5 games that I've been revisiting and I think that you should revisit on the OLED Switch. Had a lot of fun with these games on the normal Switch, but there's just something about replaying them on the OLED that I'm really enjoying. So let's take a look at these 5 games. First up, we have got the brilliant Crysis Remastered. Now this is quite a big download. Comes in at 7.5 gig. This is actually in the sale on the eShop until the 23rd of November. So you've still got, just 19 days now until that sale ends. Coming in at £13.49. This is all games that you should play in handheld mode on the OLED, particularly with this Crysis game. Throughout those sort of darker moments in the jungles and the nighttime scenes, I do think you're just getting a little bit more from the OLED. I think it just looks a little bit nicer than it does on the normal screen. And that's why I put it in this list as a game that you should revisit. If you've got it, put it back in the system, download it again. If you've not got it, pick it up, £13. Pretty cheap price to go and enjoy some really good first person shooting. Next up, we have got the Metro Redux games. So they are a little bit cheaper to buy physically. They come in at $33.49 on the UK Amazon website. On the eShop, they actually cost $22.49 each. They do go in the sale quite a lot, but I think for that physical price of £33, having both games on the cartridge, well worth picking up. If you're going to download them from the eShop, 2033 is a 6.5 gig download, and Last Light comes in at just under 8 gig, so quite big downloads if you're going to get them on the eShop. I have actually recorded some footage on my phone playing Metro 33 on the OLED, so if you check out in the description, I'll leave a link to that video. So if you actually want to see me playing this on the OLED, you'll be able to have a look at that, and I explain about why you should pick this up and play it on the OLED, because of the difficulties I had playing it on the normal Switch, as everything I do is in handheld mode. I don't really play anything on the TV unless I need to record footage, and I can't do that from the Switch itself. So next we have got the brilliant RPG, which is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. So price wise, this comes in at £30.50 on the Amazon website. I just go on Amazon because it's the easiest place. I'm sure that like Smiths or Game or Argos, you might be able to buy these cheaper, but I just quickly go on Amazon rather than checking. Obviously let me know in the comments if you've picked them up cheaper physically. On the eShop, it's $24.99. I've seen it go in the sale a couple of times, so worth having a little look at that. And it is a 12.5 gig download, so again, another quite big download. So it might be worth saving your memory card, getting this physically, because everything is on the card as well. So well worth picking up and getting this on the card. It's another game that I have recorded some footage of me playing this on the OLED on my phone, so if you want to go and check out what it looks like, you can have a little look on my page and you'll be able to find it on there. I've spoke in detail about why I prefer playing this on the OLED and why I've had a lot more fun playing this on the OLED, so you can go and check out that video if you want to know a little bit more about why I recommend this on the OLED. Now to number 3, which is one of my all-time favourite games on the Switch. I absolutely loved playing it, and that's Kingdom of Amalur, the ReReckoning. So this is actually a really big download. Comes in at 12.5 gigs. So for me, I would probably pick this up physically. You can get it for £30 physically off Amazon, or on the eShop. It's a strange price, £36.74. It's been in the sale a couple of times, so maybe look out for that if you prefer to just go digital. But 12.5 gigs can take up quite a lot of space on your memory card and on the system. So £30 is a pretty good price to pick this up physically if you're a collector or you just prefer physical games. If you had no games on this list, I think this one would be the one I would be pushing you to get. I just think you get so much for your money, and if you are, even if you're playing this on the V2, it's my favourite game on the Switch. It's a great game, but if you're playing this on the OLED for the first time, you're just going to experience such amazing colours. The gameplay is amazing, and yeah, it's the one that I would pick out of all of these 5 games to play. The last game on the list is Immortals Phoenix Rising. Something I have noticed on the OLED is any games that are cartoon style, cel shaded games, they're the ones that I think you're getting the most improvements on. There's a couple of games where if it's quite a dark game, you're also getting improvements on that. But I find the colours on the OLED, particularly in cel shaded games, look fantastic. You can pick this up physically for $15.99. It's one of the few games that's actually cheaper on the Switch than on any other platform. On the eShop, you can pick up the standard edition for £20, or you can get the gold edition for £38. I have actually bought some DLC for this, and I actually really enjoyed all the DLC. I'm not really into buying DLC, I just want to buy the game and that should be the game. But I enjoyed this game so much, I did purchase the DLC, so you could go for that upgrade at £38 if you wanted to. Quite a big download, it's 16 gig. Now that is just for the standard edition, so I can't remember how much extra on top it is for all the other DLCs, so something to bear in mind if you're thinking about picking up the gold edition. That's my 5 games, so let me know in the comments below what games you think I should pick up on the OLED as well. If you think there's a game that shows huge improvements on the OLED, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're new to the channel, subscribe as well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks a lot everyone, take care.